Jorginho, hello, congrats as well.
Best
of luck for Sunday as well. Dude, if it comes out, I'll show.
Even a couple of weeks, I don't think many people would have had either of these teams in a spot in our upper bracket finals.
100 Thieves on defense,
playoffs,
G2 on attack. Kojak, thank you for the gifted as well. There you go, Nil.
That's a very fair take.
The highlight of the day.
So setting the sights down.
Thank you for doing that, Kojak.
This pistol round. Everybody grouped up in through A main. A bit of a jump spot from Bang, and he's got plenty of util in the back pocket. Letting it loose now, at least with the drone.
The straight up A hit, but the knife hit too.
The knife, Icy in, just trying to lead the
Three
charge.
people here. Omen Flash is decent.
But not before lighting up these players, and there's 100 Thieves that have full control of this site. G2 really struggling to even get any sort of a foothold. Gonna have to double up at least. These fights happening. Jump spot with a right click to do that work.
Yeah, the confidence was here. I mean, they had a pretty good read. Three people over towards site. Knife was great.
They take the pistol on defense.
We'll keep an eye on pistols. 1-0.
Gambling over towards the A side. I feel like when I watch 100 Thieves play, one of the other differences that the Des was talking about between these two IGLs, I think Boostio's more happy to allow his team to play
Noah
exploitative
paycheck stealer
sometimes.
because
And
he's
just
not
get
talking
the
during
read.
timeouts. I managed to flame you twice today. Flamed you because you weren't at your seat at one point. And I flamed you because Weber was doing all the talking.
We are expecting 100 Thieves to come out.
Actually managed to get you twice today. It's pretty good.
They're on the
It's a good
defense
day.
side of Ascent, but this is, don't get it twisted, it's a must-win map for G2. Next up is Bind. So G2,
right.
the pressure starts right at the beginning of this match.
I've been going on and on about letting Bind.
Dude, the confidence of this guy.
Team, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
he's here.
One of the best, I think, currently in America's at it. They just have too many different looks at it.
Is that what all the tech pauses were about now?
They've left Bang alone here on site, and G2 trying to call a contact play.
Yeah, I like that was like perfect height on the smoke to be able to just spot their bodies.
Out with it, and then allows it to settle down as the rest of the G2 players also
an armor rebuy, that's it. They get an extra rifle on top of this. Do they just want to buy an
bonus round buy here for 100 Thieves. And we know that they're a team that are quite happy to do some kind of aggressive stuff on defense as well. Though, to be fair, we haven't actually seen much of them playing Ascent so far this year.
Another shot bar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gotta be so free. Just take Alright, let's go. We're the best team in the world.
Oh gosh.
Get away with it. I mean, this guy.
Yeah, they get the op out on this, and he has heavy armor as well. Ascent takes the hit.
But here it is, G2. Weapons in their hands now. Gonna push back this bonus round, but Cryo has purchased the operator. Teams, they opt into this. It's unexpected. And trying to set him up onto the deep line. At least Boostio will be.
You're a Killjoy.
Just a drone, yeah, just a drone at his back. Cryo was holding the top mid angle, I believe, but now backing away.
And everybody on G2
So
was
brave. I mean,
respecting
you have
this.
no way to get out of here, Boostio. You're tagged up and the wall already broken prematurely.
It worked against them.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that the wall didn't have that armor plating on it just stuffed Boostio there. But I'm fine with them taking those level of risks on a round where their economy is not as good. Cryo is still here with the op, and Valin has no smokes. He's just used one.
Cryo's going to be looking to shove them in a locker and maybe just take the lunch money while he's at it.
Yeah, and they knew he was going to repeat.
Needs to make it with that one.
He did a lot of damage here. Good news is he used close, but sure.
Winning out the day for G2.
They won't necessarily anticipate EU coming around behind, but he's got to get past this turret somehow. That'll do it.
That will do it.
Yeah, and you would imagine they're both over towards site together anyway.
The players are most likely locked towards the back of the side in the anchoring position.
Recon does go off, so he knows they're not behind the box.
Some nasty
No,
shots.
it can't be that. You recon clip.
Potentially a bit of luck on his side. Dart. It's gonna be broken.
They could be here or backside.
Here, doubled up towards the back of the site. The shot dart is good at least to force the position out.
He cleared all the angles now.
Information. Peace of mind now working forwards, but with the time ticking against him, that spike is starting to become a problem. Deep smoke as well. You got to push into it and force the fight to them. Of which G2.
I mean, they'll take the damage. It was okay. Damage 3 people. They take down. It was very bold for Boostio. Literally, the push over towards short. They shot the. Yeah, they shot the reinforcement on the wall. I don't even know what to call it. That just meant that this was an easy spam.
On defense side, his Oppin has just looked unbelievably good. To be honest, I mean, even stick a rifle in his hands, he's been fantastic.
I would, I mean, I would like to. Not I'm gonna criticize it. I know it's a bonus. I would like to see any agent other than Boostio do that. To be honest,
that's a threat that G2 are gonna have to deal with.
But it's, it shows confidence.
Real disrespect being showcased here, especially by Ascent.
Yeah, they gotta relax a little bit.
And Cryo just not feeling empowered enough that he can make the swing, but now just creeping up onto the angle with that dash active. Still, they've lost a player.
The last 3 rounds, Valen has actually been putting a smoke in A main. As they
It got
take
pretty
A main
costly
control.
because they
So
lost
I
the
think
op as
Ascent
well.
there believed that that was fake A main pressure because the smoke wasn't used. Might be overreading it a little, but Valen is very particularly placing that smoke there at the start of this map.
This entire series is going to be another big test for Valen. We talk about the IGL v IGL. Him versus Boostio in this match here. You can argue, you know, you play against Cloud9, you play against Crew, you can almost just adopt the same style of play.
Yeah, this knife's gonna hit the
Heavy
jet.
discipline from G2, punishing the hero plays, but 100 Thieves don't really
Oh.
play like that. They have players that pop off, but there's a lot of discipline that's been hammered into this team over time, and 100 Thieves now looking like a scary opposition.
Yeah, they focus very heavily on the utility, on the executes.
Yeah.
And so Valen's going to have to bring something new. He's playing with the big boys now, playing against Boostio.
Oh, Cryo just has to try and push forwards as well to avoid this dart, but lit up.
Oh,
His
that
position
dart
was known and noted, and
annihilated
Icy
him.
It's already broke past that initial choke point, wading right into it.
How the hell is that a headshot?
Unaware that that could even be a possible approach. And punished for it. It's a 2v5. Real goal for 100 Thieves here. Surely he's just seeking out the weaponry and maybe saving it into the next tier, but Boostio throws away his life, and with EU following
It's a
it through
perfect
as
round
well,
for
it's a flawless
G2. Lot of
G2
lot
now
of money on
2-2.
this. We've got
And all of
4
that
armor
Toddy was
rebuys.
saying there about playing slowly, about the discipline stuff. That's what rewards G2 in the round. Ascent goes for a little play out towards A main.
Making some interesting plays in the last 2 rounds. Yeah, it didn't look good. I mean, the knife is great. Sorry, the recon is great. This is like the... I mean, this is the same one that Liquid's been doing, or they were doing in kickoff. That was the first time I saw it.
More aggressively. And this is now not the economy of 100 Thieves. We said that this was a must-win map for G2, based on the fact that 100 Thieves are 5-0 on bind, looking outrageously good there. And they're starting out well. Yes, they dropped the pistol round, but since then, it's been very strong and looking to try to take the lead here.
Yeah, they've got the
That might be
economy
accounts
advantage,
of
and they're obviously
how
gonna be building
aggro
up
100 Thieves like to
momentarily.
go.
See, Leafs just one away.
And also the patience.
Yeah,
play.
I mean, you
Starting
might be
this round
right.
Again, the first 20 seconds, just waiting for 100 Thieves.
They're
to make
definitely
a
aware
move.
that Cryo
Because
loves to
normally,
repeat.
It's going to be that eco team that ends up
You
taking
saw,
the initiative.
you know, when he took the
They can
jewel
afford to
here,
take more gambles.
and then he dashed away. Like, literally had 3 people just watching that area for him to re-peek.
Even against a half buy, it will clear out any possibility of there being a heavy stack onto the B site. Nanoswarm needs to be deaded as well. Autos Molly sent flying and through. Gonna light up there onto one of the players and attacks.
You got
Paranoia
nothing on
sweeping
this. They
past.
take
There's
it
a heavy
early
flood
B main
attempt
control.
by
That's
100
about
Thieves
it.
already into the action, but nobody watching the staircase.
How was
Can't
that?
quite land the shot still.
Icy keeps getting the 4th bullet headshot.
The chunk of damage being played, but bit of a pause in the play being called out by them, and Leaf just decides to take the fight to them.
This is a
Supportive
lovely,
util again.
lovely
Jonah P
flash
is
from
a player
Jonah
that we've
P.
been highlighting
Sorry.
over and over again, especially on this map. Is KO, the way he just
That's
sets
a
up and tees
lot
up his
of money,
teammates for
man.
big moments. Leaf
Back-to-back
capitalizes.
rounds, 5
Really
people
lovely play,
surviving.
because in theory, Leaf might get isolated there in B main on the anti-eco. So G2, they make it a bit expensive by using the lockdown in that spot. But the lockdown doesn't only stop a stack from being a problem, it also means that these close corners inside the smoke, a spot that Vanity, who's on the desk today, loves playing inside of, spots like logs, these kind of positions, they all get cleared out by the lockdown as well. So you could argue, do they need to use an ult like that at the start of the round? But I think playing it safe here and just making sure you convert as many rounds as possible on the attack side,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Leaf
I
on
think
Sentinel,
it's-
yeah.
I think it's a good strategy moving forward as well. This new era of Valorant, I mean,
I think the decision there is really good.
Teams have just gotten so
But it was
good
his
at
decision, right? He said he didn't want to play
managed to win
duelist, I
well
think.
half-fired rounds.
Yeah.
Whether it's just using the ults at the right time, the util combos, they'll always have something cheeky up their sleeve. So I don't hate the offloading of the lockdown.
Maybe Steph. It's still like pretty light here.
Operator back online for Cryo. He's finally built up that economy again after losing
I'll
it
check
in
a bit
round
later.
3. But this is the moment for them with the operator, with the Odin online to start. Oh, get rid of the Odin actually, as EU goes for full armor instead. Maybe just worried about Leaf buying Outlaw. I mean, he was buying it a
It's
ton.
conditioner from the prior series.
That could well be
True.
true.
See Mike's tweeting saying no more outlaw buys from Leaf.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, the Odin would be better there for EU, I think. Unless he's anticipating some kind of really fast play coming into him.
They
G2
wanted
very
to
slow and
wait
steady.
for this
Look at
knife.
beginning, just waiting out the initial knife.
They
Now
flash
taking
on
up
the
space over
floor,
towards
or
A,
do they
Cry's
not
also
wanna?
The same idea, same thoughts.
Is this not,
Rattle
though,
him
the
through his
same thing
mind.
that Boostio did?
I mean, it is the same thing, but
The only danger here, really, I mean, Cryo does have a dash, I suppose, just to get out of there, but no one's covering his top mid angle.
I mean, he's got the turret, actually, watching the top mid angle. So he will get some
It
information.
won't stop you from Leaf just Giga swinging out and trying
as
to
soon as you
punish.
see something here, you know that something's
Drone.
up.
Spotted.
Right.
Smoke at the feet,
As is
trapped and
Wall.
back and away. Okay, good movement from Cryo.
And that's because he knows that there was a player over there towards top mid, but that started the exec for G2.
Yeah, Valor's gonna be making.
Oh, what the hell? We peeked this with a nade?
Bang! He's holding it down in a nice position. Steady aim and a steady hand as well. It's gonna be guiding them right into a round win. Spikes drop down in the middle of nowhere. Drop to the knees as Jonah P. Eventually he will fall as well.
And so momentum beginning here for 100 Thieves in all likelihood. 30 seconds for G2 to try to recover this in a 2v4.
30 seconds left.
Very unlikely. There's a chance for Cryo to
And
get
they're
punished
going
early
for
on.
it. They're going for the B.
And as soon as they realize the op is
Boostio-
not holding towards A, they're
Boostio
like,
has
okay,
the
let's
best
send it.
setup for
They're
this.
gonna have time here.
I mean,
17 seconds. They look like they want to make a go of it. Boostio's gonna
All
be.
he has to do is pop a molly.
surely not.
Surely not. I mean, 12 seconds now.
They have the money for it, but
10 seconds
Get the
left.
gonna be able to
stopwatch out,
get in
man.
here.
Get the stopwatch out. I mean, they're bunny hopping all the way in. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Spikes drop down, so no chances.
Spike down, B.
Well, they take another weapon away from Boostio, and remember, it's the economy of 100 Thieves that's in danger here. So going 1-for-1 there and just sending it into B is actually not that bad for them. 100 Thieves, though, needed that round to be able to build a little bit of stability.
Save the
They couldn't
strats for
afford the op
Shanghai?
to be
Nah,
ripped
because it's like
away
the first
once again.
Fast
G2 are
seed gets you
responding
so much that
instantly
you can
with
just
a tactical timeout of their own.
getting fast in your region means you
They've
get
only
like an
played 6
extra
rounds, and yet both
week,
teams have
basically.
taken a moment
So you can just
hit
come
the
up with
pause
more
button.
stuff.
That's interesting.
and discuss with their coaches.
No one's going to be saving strats there.
I don't really know if there's anything tactical that they could be discussing. Maybe just these anchoring players not having the util to flush them out. Maybe not pulling it out enough before they go into these big hits.
Yeah, I think that's definitely
Plus,
something.
there's no
that the
point
G2
in saving
coaches might wanna
strats
be
when
talking about here.
we're about
If
to
you
get
think about the
new
flow of
map
the previous
port.
round, they used drone,
Giant
they spotted
patch,
Cryo, and then they
changing,
immediately
the
went into an A
duelists.
here with the null command. They didn't actually pull out utility, create space for themselves through Cat, for example, threaten a split. There was more they could do there to work the map, and I think Valen and Josh RT might hold themselves to slightly higher standards.
Having the
and their
Paper
attack
X
side
Lotus or
forward.
100 Thieves bind looks better. I
3
have
to
more
3
faith in
though.
the 100 Thieves
Nothing to sniff at
binds.
for G2.
Just because the Paper X Lotus is too gambly
Doing
on
a decent
defense.
job of trying to take away this map early on. I mean, this map, Ascent, is defense-sided. We know that to be the case. And it is a must-win for G2 if we're looking at that bind map 2, which 100 Thieves have been so damn good at. So, let's see what they do here. Equal money again.
Everybody on G2
As the coaches
grouped
come up
over
with new
towards
strats,
tiles
hasn't
to start
everything been
round.
done for a while? Dude, you'd be surprised how
No Odin usage from
you'd be surprised how much
I mean,
stuff
to be honest, most
just
of the
gets
time that we've
reused and
seen
no
them
one comes
play,
up with new
the
stuff.
100 Thieves
There's,
have
there's
not
only
played
like
Ascent, so
there's like
not much call
maximum
for it.
6 to
And
7
of course they
teams
ban
out of
Lotus
40
as well,
teams
so
that
the
come
two
up
big
with new
Odin
stuff
maps they
really.
don't really play.
To actually
But
be
EU
able to
here with
that is
Vandal in
worth
hand,
stealing. Everyone else
back
just
site
copies
angle
everyone else.
already.
Boosters, I believe, just playing that. Yeah, just on the staircases here, onto the angle. It's a cross-map knife. Tags up a few of these players here. There's no other map control for G2. They can't really afford to pivot in any other direction because, I mean...
Remember, G2 ran this exact same round, actually, when we watched them play against Crew.
Yeah.
And they got caught by a recon dart. EU threw a recon dart in
Right around now.
and realized that Icy was here in B main and they had to cancel the hit. This time, no recon saved for the exec itself.
Yeah, now all the way over the top.
They were so ready for this double.
Clay pigeon shooting.
Yeah, both of them were ready for this recon as well. Does it get shot? Oh man, they're so dead. They're so dead. Flash comes in from spawn as well. This was... I mean, they read it perfect. They knew exactly what was happening.
I think that's too much hesitation for G2 there. Send it in after Icy. I understand that you want the Soverall off the back of that too, but a lot of hesitation over towards lane.
Ascent
They
and
gave
G2,
EU
yeah, it's
chances
really nice there.
to
That flash is
deal
like
with
perfect.
Icy, dodge the Soverall,
And that guy
recon,
ate it.
and wait for a flash with which to fight. All before G2 had just walked from the choke point into the site.
Guy averages
Of course, you wanna
a
be playing
no-scope a
disciplined,
map
but you've
as well.
also
What's
gotta
going
find
on?
that killer instinct, and 100 Thieves there was given a little too much space with which to work.
A lot of concern, I think, as well around Cryo with this operator. I mean, a lot of discussions, and I mean, if you've been watching the games, you know that he's playing in some of the best form in quite some time. He's been getting active.
It's definitely the best cryo we've ever seen with 100 Thieves.
Yeah. Quick dash though. They want to take up tree control here. Ascent is on the line here.
Here's
Bang
Omen
follows
flash.
up and through
Oh
the
man,
bullets.
this kind of looks on
Beautiful
lockdown.
swing here.
G2 have got to
So
relax and go slow.
proactive. With Boostio going down, I know exactly where Leaf is here. Swarm
The
in position.
G-Tail's
They
too
will
good.
not
They
let
need
him
to,
get away with that.
go slow.
Bang has been monstrous in spots where his site gets pressured. A great paranoia. Able to isolate everybody over towards tree, and Asner as well, anticipating perhaps. I don't know really whether he expects Icy to be pushing him, or whether he's just going for a spam kill through the smoke, but either way.
Oh, you're
It's one
joking.
bullet. But look at how good that flash is. Just allows Bang to swing around and pick up 2 there. These defensive setups, they look a little more passive to me from 100 Thieves. They're almost allowing G2 to take map control, just saying, all right, we've
Okay,
watched your
money's
footage,
finally
we don't actually
broken.
think you're that good on the
Took
XX.
3 in a row.
That to me seems to
Because
be
they
a
had
bit of
2
the read
rounds
that
where
the
5
Thieves
people
have.
survived. And again, it feels like the
Again,
read
another
is
round
decent.
where G2, they don't have any of that spread out map control. They are going to be looking like
Restart towards
to
B.
attempt to split into B.
He gonna pop his ult
For
off
mid
that?
now. Main control as well.
Oh,
Gonna
yeah,
be
he has
getting
his
here
ult
just
if he
from the
tags
drone.
anyone.
Up onto Cryo. That's a critical target. Gonna be removing them away from that sideline, but they still have to worry about the anchoring.
Surely we
players now.
sova ult
Cryo
this.
outside the Blade Storm, seeking a slice and dice his way through at least any available scenario with Hunter's Fury. And Boostio standing his ground, rooted to the spot, eventually dislodged. TP from Bang. He's committing into the fight now, at least with
It's
plan
a
on.
great
Just
Omen
got to the
flashback.
finish
There's a
in
lot of
time.
low
Coming
HPs. This
straight
is a
through
pretty
back out.
doable
EU now,
1v3.
left in a 1v3.
Spike planted.
I'm not going to be
weak players.
denied. They are weak. Suppressed though. Wait for it to fade.
Oh
here.
my.
Maybe pray
Well,
for
there's
a couple of
one.
Spam kills. There's
It's
the
a
first
recon
one.
in 2.
Obstacle removed. 2 more to deal
Get
with.
another spam here.
That's back online. There's only one player that can break down. That's going to be revealing the position of Icy. Shock dart. Doesn't connect. A smoke by Valin. Still, it just separates it, but now left into that 1v1. Of which Valin
He
will
gave that a really
succeed.
nice try.
And they grab their 4th. 100 Thieves tried to send in utility to be able to fight around. They even ulted Bang into backside to try to set up that defensive assistance. And it looked like it was going to work until Icy barreled through and picked off both of those players. Boostio goes down to the entry of this newly awoken Jet player. And then this...
Enemy remaining.
you know,
Boostio
great
maybe
flash
had
over
to
the top.
tuck in.
Right there. Good damage, good damage. I wanted to say, bro.
But Icy gets it done.
Yeah, I think he just didn't realize someone was over
Scrim
towards
Icy
stairs, because in
coming
an
out.
ideal world he just holds this,
And
right,
full
with the
court
Omen.
here for 100 Thieves.
We have a very good crossfire, seeing as he
Get a
just
nice
cleared lane.
indicator.
He just had no
already
idea
seen
that
the
this guy was
rotation.
close
Yeah,
stairs.
look, they're going for the rotate. I think that's a
The bad
unusual
news
call a
for
little,
G2
because
is
the pace that G2 are playing at.
a
is
reset on
not
this with
super
1-9
fast.
is
They're
devastating.
going to be here in the right spot.
Anything to deal with this one? Lockdown doesn't actually cover that corner. Both Bang.
But
They get it from
Chaos
Cryo.
is tanking
In
that.
this spot. Not just that. I mean, Boostio also has a lockdown of his own, but in his own. But he watching that angle.
No thought.
But yeah, okay, not gonna be able to get out of there. Still.
Great
right
recon,
over the
but-
Smart recon. Bang. Even within his own smokes, he's buying enough time at least for EU to just rain down the lead.
Killjoy ult to
Beyond
create
high
pressure
position,
as well.
this guy just collected
Holy,
every
that
kill imaginable.
everything was nice here. Omen
Gets the
smoke
Odin
to
out,
allow him to
gets
go
four.
out. I think
EU
there was a
wasn't
knife
able
that
to
got
convert
thrown,
on
or
the
was it
clutch
made? I
previously.
can't
You
even
heard it from
remember.
the guys. Nice try, almost 11-4 now, top of the scoreboard. He
Yeah,
was
and that's
amazing
the
against
reset that we're
G2
talking about.
in tier 2. When G2 themselves won through Ascension and owned their spot, EU was fantastic against them. He was also the best player when these two teams played up against each other earlier
Smoke
on in the
was
year.
very nice. Smoke is a little bit
Finding
wait, was this an
moments to have
attack
impact
smoke?
like that is going to be important.
Or what?
He swapped out the Odin immediately back for a Vandal. Just doesn't like the gun.
Well, this is G2 just throwing a quick round into the mix here. They've been slow and steady pretty much for all of their attack side rounds, and they will be punished just as easily.
Oh, is it on the wall?
He's anchoring plays.
I mean, they lost rounds, so it doesn't matter.
Stalwart defenders at the sides and even the mid angle. There's no opportunities for G2.
There's some confidence, though, isn't there, from the defenders there. EU's sprinting down mid to look to try to cut them off. Doesn't want to give them any opportunities. They've only got a Ghost and a Classic. You don't want to give him a weapon.
Enemy remaining.
Looking like he wants to take the fight to them.
Hey,
Jump to
he's
15.
crazy
Shot
confident
up,
right
to get
now.
out of it, will be ran
Yeah,
down,
but
they know where
that's
Trent's
the
position
trade.
is. Potentially donating a rifle, but he just can't quite find it, actually.
7-4, the lead for 100 Thieves. If they can get an 8th online, this is a great
Last
recovery
round
for them.
in the half.
This final round, really, this is like the knife's edge between a great defense and one where you feel like the attackers have gotten away with a little too much. At 7-5, G2 are going to be feeling great about it. But again, a reminder
13
that
to 5.
from where we
Ascent has
stood,
got
with the
12
fact that 100 Thieves are
assists,
5
1
and 0
per
in
round.
bind, I know that Vanity leaked that G2 have changed their bind comp, but you're still
Nah, I think
expecting that to be
Vanity was talking about
The uphill
the fact that they got rid of their Yoru
would
one.
be massive for them.
I think
And they have the tools
I think
for
that's
it.
right. I
Hunter's
think he was
Fury,
talking
no
about the fact that they
command.
changed their
If they
Yoru
can
and
get a
put
read,
in
and Asuna has just walked out instantly
I mean, this is insane.
to get info gelato.
What is this read? I mean, there haven't been many spread defaults.
Yeah, let's
Asuna,
see
though,
the
it's
rotate
flaky
with this one.
suppress,
They
yeah, by
send
the
a
whole
lot
command.
into it.
Spreading
Big
out
Jaw.
wide, but Boostio's not giving up
Busio
this space. Look
is
at this guy.
having none of this,
He's
by the
able to
way.
hold it, almost expecting it with the potential positioning. They're just trying to convert it into that mid take as well, into the B split.
He's got to do a lot.
Switch, but they did not deal with this guy.
Keep an eye on the
Still
jet that's in spawn as well.
Juke
Jesus,
These
nice
bullets
shot,
coming
though.
through as G2 are finding these advantages.
Oh, nice shots.
I
And they have
see.
no idea this guy's
Looking
here.
up behind him, and they know exactly where EU is, just from that Hunter's Fury that was
Remaining.
let loose and let rip.
And now the fake becomes the real take. Those
Oh.
players on A never got stopped. And so now it's all down to Bang to try to pick up the
This
pieces.
is
He's got
smart. He
no
didn't want to
information.
cross
the
and
zone
take
all
the
over
risk, so
place
they
as
throw
well.
the spike
People
on the
could
floor
be
so that he can
literally
ult it.
anywhere, all around the map.
That was great.
It would be an outrageous 1v3 for him
planted.
to pick up. And I think he's just going to end up exposing his back here to Trent.
First level of it is expecting Trent, which some level of clearance, but just pokes out the shoulder and it gives him the easy one.
5?
So,
Not
7-5
bad
finish
considering
for
they
G2,
lost
and like you said,
pistol.
Josh, I mean, this really is a good half for G2.
Switching
Yeah,
sides.
it's decent. 5 rounds on the attack side of Ascent. No matter which way the pistol round goes, G2 are still going to be feeling like they can come back on the defense side. But I think that's the case for both
They hit
teams.
so many shots in
I
this
think
round.
Both squads will be fairly happy about the rounds that they've put up
Enemy remaining.
and their chances of winning.
Nice. 5 round, boys. Let's get pistol. Bro, that's so sad. I was looking at the top.
Trent has sealed up that half, at least with that final blow. And let's hear from him and his thoughts on his team's growth in 2024.
I think with time, it definitely got better, especially with the rookie, with Icy. He's been playing way better. And, you know, we were all just, I feel like we were all very nervous at the beginning. There was a lot of pressure on us. And, like, throughout the games and throughout, like, the weeks, we started to really find ourselves. And we've had some outside help of, like, being able to regroup and, you know, being able to try to reset in the rounds, even if we lose a bad one or, you know, win a bad one, we still are able to reset. And yeah, I feel like we've been practicing really hard and working really hard to be able to get to here, and it definitely showed.
Brewers, by the way, thank you so much for the prime, man. Appreciate that. And Red Light as well. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 2 months.
Show anything concrete. I think it was wins and losses.
Remember,
oscillating.
they only scraped into the
Yeah, Lexi,
playoffs
sounds
here
good.
by round differential.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, like you said, win-loss, win-loss. We didn't really think that they had it in them.
This
to be able
guy's
to make
standing
this
up in
late
halftime.
resurgence. But they are the first Ascension team to make a global event. That's history. They're going to be staring across the stage at Boostio, a man who's done so much at the Tier 1 level already, and be thinking about their chances of being right where he has been stood before, on a big stage.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Valen has had these tests before, right? But this time he's up against an IGL that's been winning championships, right? The winners, EG, they've gone far in the past, at least that prior core and roster. Now Boostio is leading this 100 Thieves team to try and do something quite similar, honestly. They're on a tear right now through the playoffs of the Americas, but
All right,
we'll think
yeah.
about that
Let's see what we can
and
do.
more as we get into the second half. Of
It's going to be early.
You heard it from Valen towards
Not much
the
time
end of
to
the half.
sleep.
He was like, yep, we've got 5. That's doing pretty good. Now let's win the pistol round. Now, I want to see what kind of pistol round strats we've got from both of these teams. There's some pretty classic stuff that you'll see, like bait and switch setups over towards A,
Fire
which
it
it looks
into
like they're gonna
shock.
get set up into. But it's really the setup on B that we should be having a look at. And there's your stats. Both of these teams yet to lose on Ascent. But it's 100 Thieves that we really don't know too much about, to be honest. And this certainly wasn't a defense half where Cryo took over.
Oh, it might do damage.
And he's going to
Oh,
look
it
to entry
does.
here.
That's great damage.
100 Thieves just trying to send it straight, flying through into the B site. That has to be broken and dealt with, and it is just
Oh my
so.
God.
Still, the shock darts
All the
loaded
damage
and
was done from
artillery,
shock darts, really.
has chunked down the players.
5
Just
people
look to the
here
left
early.
here.
Could fast
How
flood.
fast
Valen
this
has
is
flash,
before you're
goes
very
out,
stingy. Might
hits
get it
2.
filled. At least the feed filled up, maybe potentially here, all entirely the 100 Thieves to taking it to him. Not letting this flood defense occur.
Hey, I mean, that's a double
Shut down
pistol.
As quickly as that.
What a call! What an awesome call there from 100 Thieves, with barely any health between them.
Yeah,
They decided to go
once-
proactively.
once they
and
realized they were
fight
getting,
to G2. That was
I
a
mean, once
flood
they realized it was a
defense,
fast
and normally
flood,
what
they
you'll
were
see
just
there is the
playing
post-plant
heavy.
team bunker down. They take their position, set up crossfires, and try to stop their opponents. They don't run back upstairs and back up lane to try to fight them. That was nasty good.
The HPs, yeah, it was.
Utilizing the fact that they had
It didn't
players
look like
in
a close
B-main
pistol, but it was a
type
pretty
blocks,
close
those
pistol.
kind of spots.
The shock that, like,
great
Trent
pistol
now
from
is just gonna be
100
looking
Thieves
his
there.
damage and like being like,
That's
what
gonna
the
set them
hell?
up
How
quite
do we
nicely,
lose
winning
this round?
both
They did so
pistols in
much
this match.
damage.
And still not with a dominant advantage just yet.
But it might turn into one.
Certainly could.
EU is 15
Now
to
free
6.
and easy access given over towards the A site. The knife is definitely going to be giving
Oops.
them that acknowledgement. Heavy rotation by G2.
Ascent missing the molly, but doesn't matter whatsoever.
Yeah, and EU
Ascent's
is
the player that
feeling
you
it.
want to load the Altorbs into, I think, but EU's taking matters into his own hands.
Certainly is.
He was so on top of that though.
He was the one with the
He was so
confidence
on
to
top of the
make
other
the
guy
one.
being there. And he's the person that could go
Figure out
hunting
the
because
G2.
it's the ghost. Shouldn't
Their
matter too
options
much
are
giving them that
completely
gun.
Cryo, got to be concerned here about going down.
Leaf could take him out with the shorty so easily.
A drive-by, it's not enough.
I think it only did 6 damage.
Yeah, it
But
did.
Shorty giveth and taketh away. And
Oh, it
just looking for
hits.
this last player. They know Icy's seeking to deny his life to the spike, but really just every single spot managed.
Very
by
nice.
100 Thieves,
Armory
trying to hunt
buying,
down,
they get
every
a
advantage
they get a
available for
gun,
them
so they got
to
4
try and close
rifles
out this
into it.
map.
I think that was a missed opportunity for them to start loading more orbs into Asuna, and they could have had Null Command basically online for this round and started that snowball, the avalanche that we talk about so often with these attack teams.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, I'm not going to put that one in a highlight reel, to be honest, even if you give it a slow-mo.
Guaranteed assist. I do like that though.
So, heading into the next, 100 Thieves group up, tiles again. Boostio, known for great calls
Fast
such as
B,
hitting
but
12
Trent
times in
gets
a
the
row.
Odin out.
Trent just stuns them.
I mean, they're trying the same
Swarms is going to be
kind of stuff that they did
Pretty
yesterday.
obvious now that this is going to be a B hit coming through.
Oh
Up and
no,
over the
Odin
top.
spam though.
Loaded up that
Oh
unit.
my god, he ate that
Perfection
flash,
in
bro.
motion.
He's
Still
licking the
just
wall.
punishing any attempt to try and flood through all of these smokes. Spamming away, Cryo. A little bit of punishment there. 2v3. Has he opened up enough of a window here for Icy?
The after
to
bomb
take
positions
over?
are good.
Not quite. Log's position locked down here by Boostio, and Valen, difficult decision. We got to back away from this one. It was that full investment by G2, and this is the map now.
Dude,
slipping away
Asuna's util's been outrageously strong.
I think you can see
Some
the
really nice
preparation
flashes
already
here.
from 100 Thieves. They're going into B hits like they did on the pistol. The next important round, back to a B hit. Whenever the economy is equal, and you can see why. I mean,
And
Leaf
they
wasn't
kind
just
of
flashed.
get punished.
He was
The
sent to
teams are
another
getting punished for
dimension.
not having
He was
Odin
running
spam
around,
early. I mean, they
rubbing
bought
his face
Odin,
up
but
against the wall,
They had
no
no
idea
idea.
where he was.
No idea, and that's the different type of test you're going to get. when you go
Ice
up
Age
against a team
Fighter,
like
thank you so
100
much, man.
Thieves, Putting all their eggs in the exec basket.
I want to see a replay of it because
Can needs to
yeah,
follow so we
that-
can get
the
100k
flash
followers.
timing
How
there
many are
was
we on
just
at the moment?
perfect, and it caught Leaf on a more
We'll hit it
aggressive
this year,
position.
right?
I think it is a difficult test here for G2 at least. I mean, they've had to deal with these, individual hero plays.
Coming up to
Discipline really
96,
carries
that's
through
pretty
with that,
sick.
but what do you do when all this
Crazy.
stuff's flying
Bro,
from
look
us?
at that
Like, what do you
flash.
do when your defensive setups
Oh
are getting
my
picked
God, that
apart like
flash.
this?
No, I mean, look at him. He's walking into a wall. He's like a man stumbling out of club at 4 a.m. He's completely lost there. What a perfect util setup. And catching a player that likes to play slightly more aggressive angles.
Yeah.
You see it in the stats. Leaf has, or the desk was talking about it, 0.9 kill per round. That's ridiculously high production.
Just for a Killjoy player.
for a
Why does
Killjoy
nobody
player.
ban
Yeah,
bind against 100
absolutely.
Thieves?
That's
I mean, we
like,
gotta just wait and
alpha
see.
year level of fragging from that sentinel position.
You gotta give everyone
that
a
comes-
shot at it.
A bit of an opportunity there.
If
for
a
100
team
Thieves to get a
loses
punish play onto it.
and it's already a thing, you gotta
And this,
then you can have a
it's
go at
looking
them.
like 100
But
Thieves are running away
everyone
with it.
wants to have a
Boostio
shot
did
at it.
say in the post show yesterday, we will
They have a
destroy
permaban
G2,
as well, so.
100%, they are not good.
Yep.
And
Call them swines or pigs or whatever the hell he's dishing out on social media these days. I mean,
Yeah.
He doesn't hold back.
No, listen, as insults go, that's quite a funny one. It's not bad,
Yeah.
really, is it?
It's dude,
not-
he is
not
one
too
of,
personal.
He's got to be one of the funniest players that we've got in the league. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
this guy is.
He's very unique. He certainly is. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. It's fun to
Unique.
watch him. Fun to watch what he's
Imagine
able
Moon
to
as
do
well with the
this 100
Prime.
Thieves
Thank you
squad.
very much, man.
But yeah, they are
Welcome
running
into the
away
Slug
with it
Club.
right now.
Thanks
This
for
is a
doing that.
desperate situation for G2. This is the perfect time to try to make some kind of thrifty round work.
And here it is, 4 players. Shoulder to shoulder. Brothers in arms looking for play in mid. All of them joined up as well, just holding inside. Deep Knife doesn't get any sort
It's
of
a free
acknowledgement.
sight.
Thieves, they just take that timing and all that information.
Let's see what the
run into
retake looks like in
Soundkeys,
terms of
run for reverse,
damage.
just defaulting into their A hit.
I mean, that's all they're going to get, right?
Gotta be concerned of the flanks. If G2
They're locked
have any
in.
chance,
Who's got the hero
early
gun,
in the map,
Barlin?
maybe even the series is the kind of argument we've been making. Has to begin now.
I think it's the
but
hero gun.
already
Bang's
valid
watching for it.
Yeah,
So early on.
just dropped. Speaking of it, Cryo will fall up through the heaven
Wait,
angle.
you
Trent,
saw him?
Did they expect this one? It's got to be a necessary kill.
You want
Bang
both those
again,
duels?
Shuts it down. Lit up. The dart pushing back. Any chance here for G2?
It's looking really nicely coordinated from 100 Thieves. Very aware of the gaps that G2 might try to exploit. And stopping them
With
before
a
they
kill
even
and a
become
death here,
danger.
he ups. Whoops.
These are
Holy
just
hell.
consolation
Didn't
kills
like
at
to
the end
watch
of the
that.
day
They have so
don't
much
really
money
do much
though
to the
that
economy.
they might just
100
even
Thieves
take
get
the
up
deaths to
11.
try and get closer to
They're
Waltz
running
here.
away with this. And this on Ascent, a map that we've only seen them play once. It was, they're 1-0 on it. In theory, 100% win
Did you hear that
rate.
Cryo
Weeks
calls a
ago,
lot on
weeks
defense when
exactly.
opping?
You
That's
just don't know how
super
they were
normal
gonna
for pretty much
perform
every
here
team.
today, but this squad is looking sublime.
I would say
And again, we're moving
90% of
into
teams score like
Bind
that.
after this, a map that they are simply incredible on, and no one will ban against them.
Like the op on defense, like
is the
I'm
round. This is the
very
round for
confident
Icy
Icy will call
to
where he
have
wants to go
impact.
here.
I think if you're looking at a player, he's got the off.
It's got to happen now. Early night from Ascent clears out that cat angle. Still with a jump spots though. Respect shown by EU. So only real player into mid here. Might be even just trying to make it feign and feel like a bit of a B split, but with the deep dart, it's also used
The most
at the
passive
same
op.
time by
I mean,
Trent.
it's let's see how
They
it
loaded
works.
with no one into B main.
Waiting for the
IC.
flash.
back
Do they
into
only
Icy's
ever
op.
hit the
Yeah,
site
and
with a
this is the time
flash?
to
So he
come
knows
alive,
play
isn't it?
anti.
Paranoia.
Yeah.
Swoops through,
Dodge the
has to
Omen
sidestep
flash
it, another
and
flash, these
the
layers, but
double
Intel, Icy just
flash.
cannot get set up for success.
Bro, I tell you, Ascent as util's outrageous. They go here as well. We can now pop the
Sights gain for 100 Thieves. Players are in
I'll pop the
position.
KO. Oh. How'd you retake with no util?
No command. It's gonna radiate out. Ascent stopping any and all abilities.
And then once his ult's done, then he can knife after.
Time for EU to go on this flank.
So
I mean,
ult's
look at
finally
this, the
finished.
Sova lurk flank.
How
Can't
long
get
does he
any
wait for the
value out of
knife?
recon.
The knife
Well,
as
there's
well.
3 of you
Just
that have
keeps
to wait
coming
another
back.
8 seconds.
Waves of it, layers of it, stopping them in their tracks. EU getting a bit of a
And
move on.
we've got a flank on here as well. God, they are annihilating them.
Drops and falls.
Oh
100
man,
Thieves.
poor guys.
I mean, domination is putting it lightly, I think, for this map. It's 12 and 5. You're heading into almost home ground territory for them onto the next map. I mean,
EU is EU is annihilating me. I wanted to just do. How many kills has Asuna got? Because I don't think it's many, but his actual impact and his util right now is great.
Has a great opportunity to make a run at that tournament. This match matters so much, and 100 Thieves.
Yeah, look at this, man. He's 7 kills, but he has 21 assists, and the 21 assists are nice. Like the flashes are good, everything is good.
They want to finish this one. Explosive in.
Oh boy, yeah, here we go. There's his kills though. Great impacts, man, honestly.
Has to deliver. Finds at least 2. The dash now activated. Long range dart to supplement and support these defensive players, but he just does not expect Cryo to be coming from that angle. It's a 2v3.
A bit of a slaughter,
One
man.
of opportunity that IC may have bought is now
This is their map.
squandered. It's up for Leaf and Trent. See if they can pull off the impossible, but 100 Thieves running away with it. Door in Trent's face has to be broken. First part of the puzzle, but they know exactly where Leaf is.
He gets posted.
Drone avoided. Out wide though, it's a double
Recon
face.
into double face.
Trent is. It should be.
Everyone just swings at the end.
It is.
Oh, that was easy
That's a
for him.
13-5 finish on map 1.
Real easy.
100 Thieves, I mean, even Boostio is shaking his head, man.
He's just
Don't
calling
like
them
this guy.
bad.
He's a fine risk, man. He's a fine risk. But listen,